to the Ballers Club, everyone. Ooh, this guy is real tight. Where we feature a special ball python morph for the month. And this month we're going to be featuring one of my favorites. And that is, of course, the beautiful normal ball python, the unforgotten snake, but truly an African snake. And in honor of African American history, I will be talking about the normal royal python. So yeah, let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about him. So the normal ball python um, basically is just a snake that looks like it would in its normal environment. So its normal environment, of course, would be Africa, particularly western portions of Africa. So you'll find a lot of ball pythons, particularly in the western hemisphere. Although you pretty much find a ball python everywhere in Africa, but specifically western portions. Um, they are said to be a snake of fortune by many tribes in Africa, particularly the Yoruba people. They particularly honor these snakes by doing ceremonies with them, and it is said that when they come into the villages, royalty is coming into the villages. So that is the purpose of doing ceremonies and rituals with these beautiful creatures. So if you have a royal python, I'm not saying you should do a ritual or you should do it got a ceremony, but treat the snake with some, special honor because they are of honor and they are worthy of being treated as such. I want to look at the snake. You to take a close look at the snake too and the details of them. Now, hopefully my lighting is somewhat decent here. Um, but in Africa, you'll find most of the snakes looking brown. You'll find gold tones, and for older snakes, they'll be pretty much darker. But that rich black mixed with the gold tones is mostly what you'll see. Um, Unfortunately, in the trade, these don't have as much value as you would a snake that's a combo with 3 or 4 different morphs in it or anything like that. But to me, they're valued. Um, and because of the fact they look like the original ball python, that's one of the reasons why I love them. But this particular guy I obtained in 2008, 2009. So that's been about 10, close to 10 years now. Um, he has been a part of my life for a long time. And I like to say that he has brought some fortune in my life because my life has not always been wonderful and great. It still ain't. But I think having this snake, and I believe that having this snake in my life brings me some sense of fortune. Maybe from the Yoruba people. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I am Yoruba. Who knows? But I do love these snakes. And to have one in your possession is really having royalty. So treat them with such again. Now, I also want to talk a little bit about the care of these particular animals. I don't want to go into too many subjects because really we're talking about the morph, but the care, meaning the health of the animal, is the most important. This guy, as you can see, hasn't pretty much missed a meal. He's in really good health and shape. Um, the care of the animal is really important. The health of the animal, how he's feeling. Most people think, oh, how can you tell if a snake is feeling good or not? Well, you can tell if he stops eating. You can tell if he's sluggish or not really active. Um, you can tell by certain signs you're looking at the snake. Just, his well-being, his physical well-being. Of how he's doing mentally as well. That's important, people, because, I don't want to get into any subjects that might be sensitive for some that are listening, but going back to the history of the snake and the people, the Yoruba people believed, they were very spiritual people. They believed in the connection of their environment, and the things in that environment were considered as one. So it's not like the snakes are over here and we're over here. There was a purpose for the snakes to be in their lives. So the snakes become as one with them. Just like anything in the environment we have. You know, we're not separate from it or the things in the environment. So that's why it's important for us to be good stewards of our animals, making sure that they're healthy and in good shape, mentally as well as physically. So just feeding them and not taking any time to touch them or hold them or embrace them or nurture them. It is not being, you know, a good steward of these animals. You know, so when we go back to Africa and we talk about the behaviors of the snakes in Africa in its natural form and how it responded to the people and how the people responded to them, there's no wonder why there was a lot of wealth and fortune at one time in Africa, you know. But anyway, that I believe that wealth is still there. But anyways, I believe too that wealth, you know, is an abundance to those who capture wealth. So what I'm saying is, if you got a ball python, folks, you might want to hang along with them for a little bit, because I'm going to tell you, this guy has truly been an inspiration in my life. For 9 years I've had him, and it wasn't by mistake that I got him. So that's why, you know, I always say, you know, treat your animals with love and care and they'll give you the same back. But anyways, that is the snake of the month that we're talking about, and the morph of the month, which is the normal ball python. And I want to do a second video for this month on him and get a little bit more detail about the morph as well, and also about where he came from, because most people are just fascinated with snakes, but a little bit afraid of snakes, and they're really, you know, nothing to be afraid of, really, because they're beautiful, calm creatures, and as long as we treat them with that love and respect, they'll give us the same back. So, in honor of Black History Month, I have chosen to present to you this gorgeous African snake, as we know of as the African Royal Python. And I want you, this is my first video, so if I left a lot of things out, I'm going to do a second one to back it up. But I want you all to subscribe to my station, and it'll also be connected to my website, where I'll be doing some breeding projects soon, and also some nice shows and activities and all that good stuff. So please tune in to subscribing to my station, and also taking a look at my website as well. So thank you all for giving me some heads up on likes. I appreciate that. Ooh, he's so jumpy today. He's like, what is this? That's this camera. It's a camera. Are you just as nervous? So anyways, peace, love, happiness, and of course, balls, man. All right. Thank you for tuning in, folks.